Laceration, punctures, and cuts are the third most common workplace injuries, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics 2019 data. And the same study also confirms that the most commonly affected parts of our body are the hands. A laceration can be as mild as a scrape, abrasion, tear, or minor cut, or as fatal as puncture wounds and those that require amputations. Lacerations can result from mishandling sharp tools, glass, metal, or other sharp materials. Not using the right tool for the task is one cause of many injuries. Similarly, using a dull tool will cause you to exert more effort. This increases the possibility of fatigue, which again increases the risk of injury. The work area also contributes to efficiency and safety. Accidents could happen because of poor lighting or cluttered space. Another common mistake is failing to wear protective gear or wearing them improperly. How can we prevent lacerations from happening on the construction site? First, have sufficient training before handling the tools. Follow the instruction manual on how to correctly operate, maintain, and store the tools or machines. Next, use tools that are designed for the job. The wrong tools can damage the equipment and can be very dangerous for the workers. Furthermore, cutting tools should be sharp enough. Always inspect the equipment before using it. Proper maintenance of tools and machines keeps them efficient and safe to use. It is also important to keep a well-lit and neat workplace. This ensures that you see what you are working on. Make sure that there is no clutter or obstacles around that can cause you to slip or fall while handling sharp objects. Don't forget to use proper personal protective equipment like gloves, safety glasses, and long sleeves. For example, using cut-resistant gloves decreases the risk of laceration. It is not only important to wear appropriate protective gear, but also to wear them properly. Another way to prevent injuries is to make sure that the material being cut is stable. One way to do this is to clamp the material that you are cutting instead of using your hands to keep the material steady. This frees your other hand to assist with the heavy cutting machine, or at least keeps your hand away from the hazard. Make sure to cut away from your body and that there is nothing obstructing the path of the cut. Make sure you are comfortable. Aside from wearing comfortable protective gear and clothes, your stance can also affect how you handle the cutting tools. Stand in a well-balanced position so you have control of the equipment and your surroundings, and use your dominant hand to control the cutting tool. It is also important to not rush. You might want to finish the task fast, but this makes you prone to injuries. Focus on the task at hand and do not take shortcuts. Apply just the right amount of pressure. Taking regular breaks helps you avoid fatigue. Fatigue is one major cause of accidents in construction sites. Scheduling your breaks will ensure that you have enough time to rest. And finally, store the cutting tools properly. Use a sheath when storing the sharp tools, or keep the sharp edges retracted. Never leave sharp tools exposed and unattended. When it is time to dispose of old tools, like dull or rusty blades, use proper labeling and storage. Laceration injuries can be prevented with the right planning, training, and safety procedures. But even with the utmost care and prevention, accidents can happen. The first aid procedure for laceration is to stop the bleeding by applying pressure using a clean gauze or cloth and lifting the affected body part. Once the bleeding stops, the wound should be cleaned with antiseptic. For extreme cases, immediately contact emergency medical services. Prevent laceration accidents from happening by following safety procedures and being on your guard.